boulevard of broken dreams never fails to disappoint. Hopes of a better future fade into the sands of time. Barbed wire balls of brush blow across deserted streets. Grains of desert sand lifted by the wind. Feels like someone has sandpapered your eyes. Broken panes of glass. A door missing on the old post office. Hinges and doors eerily creak. Recession brought depression, brought desertion. Thriving no more, wind and dust settle. Baking hot sun takes its hat off, soon to disappear over the western horizon. Darkness falls. A full moon pops his head up, then rises, throwing glittering stardust across the night sky. Moonlight brings a freezing chill to the air. Only the howls of a wily coyote can be heard as he sings the ghost town blues. Aye, how we doing, folks, and welcome to Acoustic Haven. That was a wee poem I wrote. It was just in the top of my head one day. It was about a wee place that I'd visited many years ago in the States, and I was thinking about it at the time I wrote it, and I kind of thought it was quite apt for the music of our next guest, Chris Chalmers. And Chris has got a great array of songs with him and his band, 219, Revelator. I think that was 221 that came out. We Will Get Through This came out in 223. And then his last album came out in January, Keep My Will Strong, and that was all by the 219 band. And I'm serious, and I say it every week, because the wealth of the talent we have on the show is unreal. Buy them, because they're brilliant. They're absolutely brilliant. So that leads me on to our next guest. Welcome to the show, Chris Chalmers.
I was born the 6th day of June, Lee Shelton is my name. I came into this world howling at the moon, I'll leave it just the same. My father was a drinker, a dangerous one at that. I'm told one time he killed a man for messing with his hat. Well, I tell you, friends, every now and then I see that same red mist. Just because you haven't seen my temper don't mean it don't exist. I married sweet Virginia May in the winter of 29. My son was born, but something went wrong, and Virgin May laid down and died. Well, I always had it coming. I can't blame nobody else. If I hadn't took to rambling, wouldn't have to lay down by myself. So I did what any man would do. I went down to Three Forks Dive to drink all night and maybe start a fight with the help of my 45. Well, I staggered down to the grocery store with blood all in my eyes. I danced with a woman that I shouldn't have danced with, and Lord, to my surprise, well, her husband was the high sheriff, and he came lunging straight at me. He said, I'm gonna hang your body up, set your spirit free. Well, fish just gotta swim, birds just gotta fly. 12 o'clock I killed him, I was glad to watch him die. Well, he marched me to the gallows and tied me to that pole. The judge said to the warden, may Lord have mercy on his soul. Dark was the night, and cold was the ground. The very last words I heard Judge Harsh say was, "Drop that bastard down." I took one last look around me. I took in all that I could see. And I heard my darling wife's sweet voice singing, "Nearer, my God, to thee."
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Thank you very much, lads. My name's Chris Chalmers. I sing in a band called the 219, and I'm very happy to be here at Acoustic Haven. I've really enjoyed all the videos so far that the guys have done, so I got in touch with Mark and asked if I could come on and have a rock, so here we are. That last song there was called Lee Shelton. It was on our first album, Revelator. And at that time, I was brand new to writing songs. It was just one of those sort of God-given gifts that I never had, or so I thought. And I took a slightly different approach when we were making that album, and I thought, I'm not gonna try and write a song. That's too big an ask. I'm gonna try and come up with material. I sort of tried to think of myself as like a stand-up comedian or something like that, trying to come up with enough material to fill an hour, half an hour, whatever. And once I tuned my brain to do that, they all sort of started coming out. So that song, Lee Shelton, I think that was the second song I ever wrote. And another one I wrote that week is this next one. It's called Bad Blood. And you'll notice I say the word bad blood in this a lot, but the bad blood part was the last bit to be written. I needed 2 syllables, and it took me ages to come up with 2 that would fit. Bad blood wakes me up in the morning, bad blood. Bad blood wakes me up in the morning, bad blood. Well, bad blood wakes me up in the morning. They say it's gonna kill me, won't give no warning. Bad blood. Bad blood boiling in my veins, boys, bad blood. Bad blood burning in my veins, not bad blood. Well, bad blood burning in my veins. Lately things don't seem the same. Bad blood. Bad blood done drove me crazy, bad blood. Bad blood, you know it drove me crazy, bad blood. Well, bad blood drove the poor boy crazy, made me grab my pistol and kill my baby. Bad blood. Bad blood land you in the jailhouse, bad blood. Bad blood land you in the jail, not bad blood. Well, bad blood straight down to hell, pooling on the floor in this cold dark cell now. Bad blood. Thank you very much. This next song is one that was on our second album. And I think when we started writing songs for the second album, the ones that I had written for the first were all quite sort of character based, and I sort of felt like I was cutting out a wee bit and not writing something a bit more personal. So I started writing this song for my daughter. I thought all of a sudden I can write songs, so I'm gonna try and come up with something for her. Every time I move that capo goes out of tune. But I was sort of inspired to write this one by a Bob Dylan song called "Tomorrow Was a Long Time," and I saw Chalmers singing that recently, and there's a line in her verse in it, and it's just lovely, and it goes something like, there is beauty in that silver singing river, there is beauty in that rainbow in the sky, but none of these and nothing else can touch the beauty that I remember in my true love's eye. So I thought I would rip that off, and I wrote a song for my daughter, sort of built on that sentiment. And as the more I wrote it, the more I looked through the lyrics, and I thought it's far too soppy, it's far too gushy. So I changed it up a wee bit and sort of made fun of myself a bit more in the lyrics for going a bit too OTT with my love. So this is called Seven Wonders. I got a woman, 3 feet tall, runs rings all around me, I don't mind at all. She's sharp as a razor, crazy as a loon, don't nothing ever faze her, she's wired to the moon. Bold as brass and about as busy as a bee, every song she sings sounds like the sweetest symphony. I've seen the birth of Venus and the starry, starry night, the girl with the pearl earrings and the garden of delights. Mona Lisa didn't move me, enchant me or beguile, if only Leonardo had seen her meteor smile. Talk about your baby, you ought to see mine. Turns loaves into fishes and water into wine. She can make a blind man see and turn the oceans red. She can heal the sick and she can raise the dead. I've been to London, been to gay Paris, swam with the dolphins in the Queen Victoria Sea, seen the Great Wall of China, the Colosseum in Rome. Wrapped around her fingers, the only place that feels like home. I'm not one to gush, no hyperbolize, but I see all 7 wonders when I look into her eyes. I got a woman, 3 feet tall, runs rings all around me, I don't mind at all. She's sharp as a razor, brighter than the sun. The girl's got more excuses than a 5-month pregnant nun. The little girl's a genius, someday she'll win a Nobel Prize. Well, I see all 7 wonders when I look into her eyes. Thank you very much. So this song, this was the title track of the second album. I started writing this. This is another one I set out to write. I wanted to write a song for my dad, who wasn't very well at the time. Didn't know what was wrong with him then, but it turned out he had dementia. So I wanted to write a song that would sort of maybe would be of some comfort to him. And the words kind of came to me as quickly as I could write them down. But I had no song title, and I sort of needed 5 syllables. And I remembered a birthday card that he gave me for my 21st birthday, which was just 13 days after I lost my mum very suddenly. And I remember him handing me this birthday card, and I was like, geez, what would you write in a birthday card like that? I thought I wouldn't have bothered, like, if I was him. And my dad was always very good in a crisis, and I opened the card and he'd written the most beautiful message in it, and it was signed off with, "We will get through this." And I thought, well, there's your 5 syllables. So I finished this song after that, and I wrote the song and I brought it to the band and said, I've got this song. And like I could get on the main stage at Glastonbury and sing this and not feel the tiniest bit nervous or embarrassed, but see, bringing it to 4 big hellions in a rehearsal room, I was absolutely scundered. And there was loads of times we played it, and I went, oh, it goes like this, and strummed the chords, and I went, oh, I don't have any words for it yet, and just sort of mumbled or hummed the tune. And then it got to about 2 weeks before we went into the studio, and I thought, oh God, I can't keep putting it off, so I just belted it out, and they played it perfectly, like, and they're a fantastic bunch. And you know, when you have a song that personal, you feel sort of grateful to the fellas in the band and whoever else plays on it, and the engineer and everybody for treating it so well. And you know, when you end up being really happy with the end result, it's quite something. So, yep, this is the title track of the second album. It's called "We Will Get Through This." Well, I know you're hurting. I know you're afraid. One thing's for certain, the pain will fade. Sure as the river roll into the sea, we will get through this, you and me. Well, that cold black night seems so endlessly long. But you know it gets darkest right before dawn. If you got a hole where your hope used to be, we will get through this. Just wait and see. Sometimes this life is such a lonely old place. Sometimes it feels like you're just floating through space. Nobody near you, aimless alone. Well, I'm floating right beside you. It's time to go home. Well, if you ever feel brittle, weak and diffused, somebody makes you feel little, worthless and used. When you're on the ropes, bloodied and bruised, sprawled out on the canvas, dazed and confused, keep holding on. That bell will sound. Yeah, we will get through this. Just one more round. We will get through this. We will get through this. You know we're gonna get through this. Come on and get through this. You're battered and bruised, dazed and confused, and you can't even stand on your two legs. I'm right here beside you, darling. We will get through this.
Whoa! Brilliant.
Thank you very much.
Brilliant.
Thank you. Okay, so yes, I forgot to say this. I think that I play in a band called the 219. I do that all the time when I do solo gigs. So yes, I play in a band called the 219, and we've 3 albums out which are available. We just put one out in January there called Keep My Will Strong. And this next song's the title track of that. This one's quite interesting. It was mostly written by our bass player Marty, and it was recorded by another band before I got my hands on it, a band that Marty used to be in called the White Mansions, and it's on some record of theirs, and it's very country-ish, and there's fiddles and all that sort of stuff, and it's harmonies and beautiful melody on all that. And what we tried to do with this was we tried to sort of 219ify it and turn it into a soul kind of ballad, which we've done before. And it was lovely. Marty had written these really nice chords, and it was like a Beatlesy sort of chord progression. And then it just so happened one day I had the radio on, and the Staple Singers come on, and it was real early, one of the gospel sort of records before they did all the soul-y, disco-y stuff. And I remember thinking, God, I'd love to do a song like that, like a proper gritty gospel-y thing with all echoey guitars and stuff like that. So we were at a rehearsal then the Wednesday after that, and I said to the lads, here, humour me a wee bit. And I hadn't tried to play it this way until that moment, but I just sort of hoped for the best and had a few strings. And this sort of arrangement came out, and then we decided we would do it this way. So it's the gospel-y sort of arrangement of the song Keep My Will Strong. And yes, that's the title track of the most recent album. So destiny, it's plain to see, it's been unkind to you and me. We could give it all up and leave those dreams behind. Road is long and the climb is high. I am weariness personified. Does it lead to heaven or straight to hell? Lord, won't you keep my will strong? Oh Lord, won't you keep my will strong? As we traveled through the night, I said, darling, it's gonna be alright. Don't give it up, don't leave it all behind. Road is long and the climb is high, but there's a glimmer in a mother's eye, and the path leads to a promised land. Lord, won't you keep my will strong? Oh Lord, won't you keep my will strong? Through tunnels darkened, rivers wide, Lord knows what's on the other side. Lord, won't you keep my will strong? Oh Lord, won't you keep my will strong? We don't make it all the way, we'll journey on another day. Don't give it up, don't leave it all behind. Road is long and the climb is high, but there's a home beyond the sky, where all our troubles will soon be gone. Oh Lord, won't you keep my will strong? Oh Lord, won't you keep my will strong? I've been traveling for way too long. Oh Lord, won't you keep my will strong?
Oh,
Thank you very much, lads. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, fuck me. Unreal. What a performance there from Chris Chalmers. See these 3 albums, 1, 2 and 3, buy them, because if that doesn't move you, nothing will. You've a heart of stone. But anyway, once again, thanks to Chris for doing this at such short notice. We were meant to do the poems of Claire Rose tonight, and unfortunately she couldn't make it. So, so next week we've got the wonderful, mighty atom that is Kathy Carson coming in, having a chat and doing some amazing performance poetry. But I don't know what else to say after that. So from us at Acoustic Haven, I'd just like to say thanks very much and see you later. Thank you.